I am at the Kirche St. Louis in Grenoble. It's about 5 p.m. Friday, July 10th. A beautiful painting of a shepherd with a lamb. Dear Heavenly Lord, thank you for bringing me safely here to Grenoble and allowing me to be in this sacred space at the Church of St. Louis, Grenoble. She is not going to give up. One more try. One, two, little helping hand. Oops. 3, 4, 5. I think she made it. The beautiful panoramic view. This Bastille fortress was built to defend the Kingdom of France, King Louis VIII, against the invasion of the Duke of Savoy. The landscape of beauty, with a little modern convenience. Grenoble. So blessed to be here, looking at this amazing mountain ranges in the Alps, Rhone region. It is so fascinating to reflect on the long history going back to over 100 million years ago when this whole area was covered under the water. And then when the European continent and African continent collided, there were all these deformations and the changes in the landscape and the seabeds and the accumulation of skeletons and organic particles formed all these limestone mountains. I enjoy the long-term history as well as the more intermediate, the kingdom of France versus the Dukes of Savoy, the fight between the Catholics and the Protestant, and the more modern, shorter term men's of power and ego, Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, and more modern version of those people, Saddam Hussein, Gaddafi, Bush or Bushes, Cheney, Rumsfeld, and the rest of the gang. In the whole history of things, they are so irrelevant, so immaterial. So the best is not to pay attention to all this short-term, egoistic, what can I say, semi-psychopath that comes and goes, and they destroy humans' life here and there, and instead focus on what it really matters. Long term, and at least if not for millions of years, hundreds of years in the future, of preserving this beautiful nature, these mountains, these rivers, this water, this earth, this air, this sun. That's what it matters. So please, God, help me if I can do my little share in preserving your gifts. Thank you. Oh God, so much beauty. How can I thank you enough? I'm in awe with all your gifts. In awe. Be interesting about the history of the people who were buried here. Were they farmers? Were they soldiers, butchers, king, servants, slaves? Well, the history of Europe is ever changing. There are now a lot of Arabs and a lot of North Africans who have come to France, Italy, Spain. Their birth rate is a lot higher than earlier generation of European. So the whole face of Europe will change over time. I'm not sure if these are grapes or some other kind of berries. I wish I could dare to taste them, but I probably shouldn't. Dance of the birds. Almost sunset time. A river, a nuclear and nanotechnologies enter a railroad station, a valley, sun, a fortress. A train is arriving. The reflection. Flow of gold on the bridge, and reflection on the bridge. Coming and going. That's what's so fascinating, that all these flows of transportation and communication has been going on for generation after generation after generation, and all of a sudden a selected group of people, at the name of the market invisible hand, have concentrated majority of this wealth that belonged to the people of the world, to their exclusive rights. So be it. No jealousy, no envy, no greed was intended. Just a thought. Because I'm happy with the dancing birds. And I enjoy watching this beautiful boulevard straight all the way to I have no idea where. I'm just happy to standing right where I am standing at the moment, watching the dance of the birds. Sun, I worship you. My life depends on you. I bow to you. I am your worshipper. Our whole existence depends on you. Without you, there would be no plants, no flowers, no animals, no food. I bow to you, sun. And the earth on which I am standing, that provides me my food, to all the mountains, all of the farms, all the plants, all the forest, all the valleys, and to the water. That gives us life also. To the river, to the snow, to the rain, to the clouds, to the creeks and the fountains. I bow to you. And to the air that I breathe. That to every breath that I inhale and every breath that I exhale, there is life. So sun, earth, water, air, I worship you. I worship you. I worship you. Till tomorrow. Till tomorrow.